welcome everyone to your deep dive into the topic booklet. Mark Sparvel here, so thanks for reviewing. Let's have a walk through. You should have downloaded this booklet from the Canvas site, and it is important for you to refer back to this. It contains lots of useful information. But let's take a bit of a deep dive together, then you can always review and drop back to the things which are most important. There's a welcome. It explains this is a 3-credit course. It also touches on the point that you'll be drawing upon both research but also your own lived experiences as a leader, an instructional leader or instructional designer, and be invited to bring those experiences to the class as we co-construct a working definition of what it means to be an instructional leader, plus also to develop the knowledge that you require at that system level around instructional design, implementation, assessment and evaluation processes. We're going to be looking at critical leadership roles and responsibilities, and also touching on current trends which impact upon the work of an instructional leader. There's a little bit of information which situates, I guess, my current thinking around instructional leadership and leadership for learning, and I highlight a couple of accepted models. Hallinger's model, which describes 3 sets of leadership dimensions, which you'll find often referenced. Now, I'll be your main point of contact for the course. My details are there. The course coordinator, if you're unable to reach out to me, Bob Hughes, his details are there also. There's some information around workload. Again, the amount of workload is really dependent upon what is required on your behalf to fulfill the assessment requirements, which we'll go through in just a moment. This is a mostly asynchronous course delivered through Canvas, the learner management system for the university, plus we will have a couple of synchronous connections using either Blackboard Collaborate or Zoom. There's information about office hours for you to contact Seattle University, description of the course, some of the broad goals and learning outcomes, and then the topics that you'll be exploring across the 14 sessions. Our instructional methods are going to use a range of approaches. I mentioned some synchronous live engagement. There'll be readings that are assigned, case studies, presentations, forum discussions and topic reflections. The course has been designed based around the Ignatian pedagogical paradigm, which provides opportunities to explore learning situated within context in an experiential manner, providing opportunities for reflection, action taking, so active learning, and also opportunities to evaluate and be evaluated. The writing style for written components, the American Psychological Association APA style, which I'm sure you're well used to. Let's get to the critical bit. The course has been designed, each module, to prepare you for the assignment that comes up. So if you like, from the 1st, 2nd and 3rd and 4th and 5th, all prepare you for assignment 1. And then the next series of topics prepare you for assignment 2 and so on to assignment 3. So the coursework is designed very much to position you as likely as possible to successfully complete each of these 3 assignments. Assignment 1, more information on this, it's graded, it's 30%, 2,000 to 2,500 words, is a written essay, and it's due in October. Assignment 2, co-constructing an understanding of curriculum, is graded. It's worth 1/4 of your overall grade points. It's 1,000 to 1,500 words. It will be in the form of a presentation and supporting materials which you'll bring together using semi-structured interviews. It's due on the 23rd of November. Assignment 3 explores the cultural tasks of instructional leadership. It's worth 30%. It will be in the form of a case study and a presentation of insights from that, 1,000 to 1,500 words to support that, and that's due week 13 of the topic. There'll also be some reflective pieces in the form of online contributions, but I would just get you to check in the topic booklet as it may have been updated since this screencast. You'll find in the topic booklet details about each of those 3 assignments, and we'll be investing time within our modules going through to make sure that we unpack these and that the expectations are clear, and there is also opportunity for you to question. So as you can see, assignment 1 is a written assignment. You're going to be exploring the context of instructional leadership in higher, post-secondary and adult education settings. You're going to be examining the intense interest in the nature of learning today, researching and constructing a working definition of instructional leadership, seeking to synthesize the knowledge and behaviours, the skills which are required. You're also going to be invited to reflect upon some of the critiques and concerns in literature in relation to some of the interpretations of instructional leadership. There's also going to be a section of this first written assignment which will be the implications and the lived experiences around instructional leadership within post-secondary and adult education settings. So this first assignment is very much around developing an understanding of the role of an instructional leader within this higher education, post-secondary and adult education setting. What is it that they need to know, do and understand? What is the context within which they will find themselves working? And what are some of the implications around the context that impacts the role? Assignment 2 is very much about constructing an understanding of curriculum, and you're going to be collecting this information from existing instructional leaders and readings, so using multiple resources. You're going to select an institution, reference your understanding of curriculum against the lived experience of instructional leaders and instructional designers within there. So you'll be gathering insights, and I've suggested some guiding questions which may help you in that. Assignment 3 is around the cultural tasks of instructional leadership. You're going to identify 4 people, you may have used these before, or the groups of people that instructional leaders or chief academic officers need to collaborate with. And what you're going to do is to explore through them those roles that they have around facilitating change, addressing diversity or building community. So you'll be focusing in. Again, much more on those topics a little bit later on. There's some general information around assessment, how to access extensions, plus some points to help you when writing for academic success. I've placed in here the key dates for semester 1. You're going to see that I'm using an intentional flow each week. So within Canvas, you're going to find a very similar kind of layout. So this is intentional. There's a welcome. We'll situate the topic for the week within the broad course. There'll be an inspiration or a reflection activity. We'll always review the previous week. There'll be some readings. There'll be some focus around the upcoming assessment. There'll always be a reflective exercise. There'll be preparation for the following week. And there may also be a live feedback using Poll Anywhere, just to collect some feedback from you around how things are flowing. What is it that I could start doing, stop doing, or continue doing? So you can see that I'm laying bare the structure for the 14 weeks. I've also noted where I may be in the world. So down to week 12, 13, 14, possibly dinner. Now there's a range of suggested reading materials both here and also situated within Canvas. So I've organised within Canvas the readings based upon the 3 assessments. And these suggested readings are certainly not an exhaustive list. These are suggested readings, recommended readings, and those which may help you as you pursue your career as an instructional leader. You'll find most of these are available on the online library at Seattle University. Okay, so that's the end of the deep dive into the topic booklet. You'll be ready now to drop back into the next part in Canvas.